Right, this is a Vice story. Vice encompasses, bookmaking, gambling, prostitution. This is gambling. Gambling is unique because it borders on violating people's privacy a little bit. Okay, here's the thing: we get complaints about gambling games in people's houses, which is really you got to be careful of these because it's somebody's private property. The reason we get complaints here is because usually high roller games. A guy will go in there with his paycheck, and he'll gamble, and he'll lose his paycheck. And so who calls? The wives call. Every Friday Joe goes to his friend's house and they gamble and he loses all his money. Okay. Well, not supposed to be gambling for high stakes. Everybody plays poker. Everybody plays penny ante poker. I play poker. Everybody plays poker. You come with a bucket of pennies and you play with your family and you might lose $3 and who cares? Okay. But when it goes to the Vice, it becomes a Vice problem. And again, like I said before, RealCopStoryVideos.com, Vice has to answer a Vice complaint of only two ways. We either make an arrest and clear it, or it never happened. It's the only two options you have because of the corruption of back in the 40s and 50s. And so we're mandated. We get a formal complaint. We have to sign off on it. We have to check it so many times a month or so many times a week and see if the activity is ceased. We cease it by arrest or it never occurred. Some of them never occur. Some people just got mad, whatever. So this house was it was a house, and it had two stories. It was on the second story. You go upstairs, and it was like over another house, and two houses, double decker. And it backed up into an alley. Basically, your back of your house is two-story houses here, and you have an alley, and you have some businesses over here. So what do you do? What do you do with that? You know when they're coming. You know where they're going to be there. How are you going to see them making wagers? All you have to do is see them making wagers in money exchange, and you can go in there and write them tickets. Nobody goes to jail for this. It's just tickets. Okay. How do you do this? Okay. And I was a senior Vice cop at the time, and I'm contemplating how I'm going to do this. Okay. So I thought, well, let's do this. I'll send my partner up there on a roost. See if we can hear. We stand outside at night. We can hear the chips and the shuffling from outside the door, walking up to the house. Okay. So on a roost meeting, I'll have him go up and knock on the door and stay looking for somebody. And we did that a lot. We would go up and we'd say if the numbers were like 1, 3, 4, and we go, I'm looking for Jose Gonzalez. Oh, he doesn't live here. Oh, is this 154? No, it's 134. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. The whole time you're looking. We did that a lot for narcotics and later on. And it's a little roost. You can use that. You can legally do that. Okay, you're looking. If you see felonies, no big deal. But this gambling's a misdemeanor. It's a whole different thing here. Felony's different. You see a shotgun. You see dope. Yeah, you can walk away, get some back and go in there and take it down because it's a felony. But misdemeanors, okay. But misdemeanors is officers have to be in a public place to view the violation to make an illegal arrest. You can't go in somebody's backyard. You can't, walk in one person's backyard and then look over in somebody else's. It has to be a public place where you actually are viewing from to make it legal. Okay. So we tried that. It didn't work. Couldn't see it. It was off to the side. Okay. But he did say that it looked like it was in the kitchen and it looked like there was a window right behind the table. So in other words, the window was on the alley, and the poker table was right in front of the window. Okay, so we're sitting. Now remember, we have a lot of time on our hands, so I'm sitting in the alley thinking, oh man, what do you do here? And I'm thinking, okay, well when you think too much, get in trouble. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, well down the alley there was some city workers, and they were putting in street lights. They had a cherry picker, it goes up, and they're dropping the lamp and putting in light bulbs. I go, in my demented Vice mind, I thought, okay, that cherry picker's in the alley. You see it coming. The alley's public. I just happened to move the cherry down a little bit, and I happened to be in it and look across the alley in that window on the second story. Piece of cake. Okay, I got him. Okay. Now remember, I'm motivated by the Vice complaint that I have to respond to, and I know it's happening, so I can't really say it's not happening. I have to do something. Okay, so that's motivating me, and I'm kind of a crusader of Vice. I think Vice should be out there enforcing Vice laws, and I don't like going into people's houses. That was kind of that's gray. Okay, okay, fine. So then, since I was a senior guy, I said, well, I'm going to do it. So I go down the street. How you doing? Oh, how you doing? Can I borrow your cherry picker? How do you work it? Oh, you're going to, okay, fine. So here I come. Don't know anything about nothing. Bring that cherry picker up the alley. I'm on the other side of it. There's a bunch of businesses here, and I tried to get in those businesses, but I couldn't get up there. I want to get on their roof, but then again, I can't get on the roof of the businesses because their businesses isn't public property. It's private property. So if I see the violation, the people that let me in would have to be in the report. They'll find out about it, and they might do something to the people in the business that let me get up there. You don't want to involve business owners that shouldn't be involved. This is, anybody gets involved is going to be me. Okay, I'll take the heat. I'm a representative. I'll do it. So I'm going down the alley. I'm looking at the window. Remember, now it's like 11 o'clock at night. Windows open. I can hear I can hear the chips. I can hear the shuffling. They're doing it. Okay. So then I get on the cherry picker. I look over. Oh, all right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the chips. There's the money. They're being exchanged. So I was there maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Excellent. Okay. I got them now. Here we go. Okay. So I call for a black and white. They meet me out front with my partner. Walk up, knock on the door, open the door, back up, vice squad. This is a vice raid. We walk in. They're like, oh, can you imagine? You're playing poker with your friends, and here comes a vice squad in your kitchen. Okay. I mean, come on. Okay. So, and it was low key. It's not as if I just had uniforms there so we know we're cops. Because, they want to get robbed. And people have robbed people by saying they're police and all that. So I go, okay, you should be doing this. And they had a felt thing on the table, like a blanket type thing. So I just basically, wad all the chips everything up in a big ball. And I said, okay, how much you, okay, fine. So I'm writing them all tickets. Okay, I'm taking your money, don't worry about it. I think I wrote 6 tickets. Okay. $100 tickets. That's all they are. Okay. So I wrote everybody a ticket. Okay. I'm done. I go back to the station. I count all the money. I stack the chips. I label everything. I evidence. I got my felt. I put it all away. I'm done. My supervisor loved it. Thought it was great. Okay. Off we went. 2 weeks go by. I get a subpoena. Okay, well, look at this. Oh no, he's going to fight it in court. Oh no. And the whole time I'm thinking, I got to tell somebody I had this cherry picker. I'm not going to lie in court. This is not going to be a good thing. Oh my God. So okay, fine. So I get to court. And this is a misdemeanor, so it's a city attorney, not a district attorney. So I walk in, and he says, yeah, how's it going? He goes, well, you got gaming here? Yeah, he goes, he wants to fight it. He has a right, everybody has a right to trial, whatever the charge is. Excuse me, my allergies. So, okay, fine. So I made sure, because the city attorney was kind of distracted on a lot of other cases. I knew that, so I didn't really bring up the fact that I was using a cherry picker. Because in the report, I didn't say cherry picker. I just said I had a position of observation, and this is what I saw. And he read that too, and he goes, okay, fine. Well, city attorneys don't like surprises. Defense attorneys like surprises if it goes to their favor, okay? So I get on the stand. I give my testimony. Oh, okay, fine. And so turned out this guy was on probation for something, and he didn't want to get another rap on him, so that's why he fought it. Okay, so okay, fine. Then I don't care. None of my business. I'm there to testify, tell the truth. I represent my department and the people. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell the truth. The defense gets up. He goes, pretty smart. He goes, I got the look on his face. Position of advantage in your report. Yes, sir. What does that mean? That was a good question. That's a good question. And looking at me, there's some officers in the back sitting and watching the trial, and there's people sitting around. Well, I was in a position to see the back window. He goes, was the window ground level? No. Where was the window? Second story. And I explained to you that there's, an alley and it's up. Okay. So he starts to say, he goes, well, and then here's what you find out in court. When the judge puts his hand up to the defense attorney and says, let me question the officer, it can go either way there. Sometimes the judge thinks it's going one way, he wants to correct it another way. Most of the time it's bad for the officer. Okay. And it was bad. So the judge says, Counselor, hang on, I'm going to ask him the questions now. And I go, oh boy, I'm looking right at the judge. He goes, were you on a roof somewhere? No, sir. Where were you? Okay. Perjury. Can't lie. Okay. I was in the alley. So the defense is smiling, the judge is smiling. He goes, okay, we understood that, officer. What were you on? Were you on anything? And now he's figuring it out. I go, yes, sir, I was. What were you on? I was on a cherry picker. And the cops are laughing. The judge goes, you mean like where they changed lights and they cut trees? I go, yes, Your Honor. And everybody's like, the city attorney's like, oh, you can see it in his eyes, like, oh, lose his case. And he goes, so what did you do? So I explained what I told you. And he goes, oh, so basically, yes, I was. He goes, oh, okay. All right. So he goes, the judge says, I don't need any more testimony. He says, You're innocent of the charges. Charge will be dropped. You're innocent. I did not hold you for the violation of so-and-so gaming. Is I want to see the officer after I get done here, after the court's over with. I went, oh, he's going to chew me out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get chewed. Oh shoot, you know. And I've been chewed before. Not a lot, but a little bit, you know. So, boy, my career's ended, you know. So he's all happy. He picks his stuff, and they walk out of the room. And the other officers that were watching, they left. So just me, the city attorney, court reporter, the people in the courtroom. That's all. The judge. The judge opens up his robe. You find out when the judge opens up his robe and walks off and stands up, this is off the record. He's not going to, there's no court report. She's over there doing something, a court reporter. This is just between him and me and the city attorney. He goes, you know, that was pretty ingenious. You know, I'm thinking, he's setting me up, man. He's going to slam me. I go, well, yes, Your Honor. He goes, no. And why did you do that? And I explained, like I explained to you, because of the corruption. I gave the history. He knew the history. But I said, this is what I do, Your Honor. I had no malice. I don't know these people. But I felt that was the only way I could clear this case. He goes, interesting. He says, you know, I can't rule in your favor. You know that. I said, I know, Your Honor, but I thought I'd give it a shot. He goes, yeah, not bad. He looks at the city attorney, not bad. He says, you know, I kind of thinking, you know, keeps them off their feet, doesn't it? I said, yes, sir, they may stop. Yeah, I don't know. He goes, well, that's good. He walked away. Like, well, that was weird. And the city attorney goes, that's a first. He's usually chewing people out. I guess he liked that. And he goes, then he turned, the judge gets to the end. You couldn't hear our conversation. Just before he goes into his chambers, he turns and he goes, oh, by the way, don't do it again, okay? I said, yes, sir, I won't do it again, I promise. He goes, good. He walked away. I went, whoo! Then I went back to my partner, because my partner wasn't there, and I told my supervisor, and supervisor said, well, I thought it was a pretty good thing. I said, well, I did too, but, you know, then, of course, everybody starts to nitpick it, you know. Well, maybe you shouldn't, the other sergeant, maybe you should have done that. I said, well, I know, but got to clear the case. I'm on it. I said, I know, but, well, we learned. We'll move on. All right, fine. Off we went. It's not illegal. It's just kind of unlawful. Unlawful means you can't use it in court. Illegal means that I'll go to jail doing it. Unlawful means that you can't illegally stop someone. You can't illegally search someone. That's not illegal. Unlawfully. You can't unlawfully search someone. You have to have a reason for everything you do as an officer. You just can't, I don't like that guy, I'm going to stop the car. No, you have to have a reason. Bust a taillight, because you can get more things. It could be a little thing, get a big thing. You stop a guy for no reason, open up the trunk, and there's his dead wife in there. Well, how do you convict him if you had no reason to stop him? It all falls together. You gotta be nice and tight. So anyway, hope you enjoy that story, and I never want to cherry picker again, obviously. And anyway, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later. Bye bye.